Okay, I think I got the mods working properly as well. I think after about 10 seconds of testing, it seems to be okay. Now loot we can take. Junk we can take.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Really, I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
I mean, honestly, I have no idea. Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question, and the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
I mean, I don't think so. But how would I know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
Yes. I mean, it's possible.
That's what I thought. If you don't mind, what's the first thing you can remember?
This is a tough one. I mean, Jack doesn't know. So, I mean, I guess this one potentially.
Take your time.
I don't think it's going to go with this one. I was with my wife. He's not along those lines. He's not vanilla in that way. Maybe this one. I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen.
Are you all right?
I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
How interesting. Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Not right now.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
I don't know what that noise is, guys. I can't figure it out. I could have sworn I got all those noises deactivated at one stage. Anyway, let's just have a little bit of a look around here. This place is strange, isn't it? Faraday. I think we'll just head off and talk to Kasumi.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
All right.
You need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
Interesting. He's like a guru, isn't he? Yeah, let's go do some work here on my webcam. Alrighty, that should do. Alright. Looks like this is it.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Why do you assume that? I mean, you have a problem with me being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Nice to know that my existence is so unnecessary. Honestly, you can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble.
A lot of interesting stuff going on around here. I would turn my torch off, but it's pretty dark, isn't it?
New guy, right? Look, I'm...
Okay. She's malfunctioning a bit, is she? She's a synth after all. Where am I going? Down here. Here she is.
Ugh, circuitry is completely fried. Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What are you working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me? Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Do you have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
So... I mean, I guess it must be hard. So you're here for the right reasons?
Yeah, so I am. I mean, yes. I believe I'm a synth, but... there's something wrong here with Acadia. There's more going on than just the refuge. I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've done enough running.
So what are we talking about exactly?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Go on.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
Dima. So that's the guy up top, right? The guru. So you've got reservations about Dima.
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
So obviously Jack's here. He's just come to see what's going on with Kasumi. If she's all good, honestly, where does that leave him? He still needs to find a home.
You're not saying anything.
He still needs to explore the island, explore Far Harbor a little bit. So I guess he's prepared to help out, at least to some degree.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
What if I talk to him?
Alright, good luck. Let me know what you find out.
Just try talking to him, eh? Okay, I don't know how to get back up. Some sort of stairs down here, is there? Okay. So he's up here, right? No? Yes. Wait, we've got multiple objectives here. Oh, okay, multiple. Not sure what's going on here, guys. We've got display bugs. I've had these happen before. I don't know. Let's just see what's what. Okay, well, there's two upstairs. Okay, this. He's here. Yeah, you can't even really see him without the light on.
Is there anything I can do?
So, Kasumi says she's seen part of your memories. Death projections for Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. She should be focusing on herself, her new life. She shouldn't have to bear the burden of the outside world. Please, this is a matter best left to me and my advisors. We aren't planning to destroy the island. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
So what do you mean, inaction?
That's my responsibility to bear. I'd ask that you not trouble yourself with it.
So we don't have really any charisma. If this thing involves the whole island, then you need help. You can tell me about it.
I'm sorry, but I have to insist. This is a matter of security for all of Acadia.
Okay, so I guess keep your secrets to yourself then.
That would be best.
Honestly, I don't really know what to do here. It doesn't feel like it's fitting in with Jack. I guess it kind of does. He doesn't want to leave just yet. Gain access to the storage room. Hack Faraday's terminal. So I'm weighing this up from, you know, there's my point of view where I wouldn't mind myself knowing these storylines, but it doesn't feel like it fits in totally with Jack and where he's at in the series. A lot of this stuff actually feels like a distraction from his own goal. You know, he's got no real business with synths. Turns out, I guess it turns out Jack has turned out. He's a little bit selfish. He's not even really too fussed about a lot of these people. Really. I mean, he's not a
too comfortable. The island's not a safe place. Need to stay on your toes.
He's not a nasty person by any means, but he's just, you know, there's these people have got their own shit going on. He's got his own shit going on. Now we heard about, so we're just going to let that sit for a bit. We've heard about this one. This is more of a curiosity than anything. He does need to explore the island a bit. So exactly what's going to happen with this, I don't know, but let's just wander for a little while. We haven't really had a chance to get out into the world much yet, so let's take some time. He can mull over what's going on with Kasumi. He knows this place is here, it's not going anywhere, they've obviously got problems. Right now, Jack needs to figure out whether or not he wants to move here. If he moves here, then later on we can address a lot of these quests. He can explore the place. And, yeah, you know, make his relationships, build his relationships. For now, I think he's a bit curious about the island. There doesn't seem to be too many zombies around, but we've already run into several other monsters. And, I guess that's a bit of a concern. What time is it? Okay, we're still on the permadeath system, semi-permadeath. So we do have to be careful. This place is, it's times like this where I wish the compass was working as intended. What have we got here? I'll tell you what, it doesn't look good anyway. Whatever it is. I don't reckon they're friendly at all. So, I've actually... Oh my god.
Your heart beating outside!
Are we moving here, guys? What do you reckon? Okay, we haven't taken too much damage. Kinda need the ammo, bro. Oh, maybe not really. Let's get these other guns reloaded. This fog, man. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. One more hit, we're dead. Maybe. Let's just be patient. Can't see anything. Can't see a thing. Okay, is that it? Sweet. Okay, we picked up some stuff here. Let's see if we can drop off some junk. Although I don't know if we have much on us. I hardly have any. Alright, we're going to have to drop those weapons. We do have a few level ups. Let's take a second here. Have a little look at where we're at. Okay, we're level 21. That means now we can get gun nut, right? Armor. Is it armor and gun nut that you need? Endurance 5. So we're already endurance 4. Okay, so I can get... Oh, it requires endurance... Shit, we were endurance 3. Never mind. Didn't I have 3 level ups? Oh, wait. Oh, you need level 28 for the next level. Christ. The leveling up in this mod list is very, very slow, isn't it? Salvage uncommon components when scrapping weapons and armor. I'm going to take it because, you know, we're an engineer. Jack's an engineer. So he should be able to get more components from his scrapping. Reloading, I want that as well, for sure. We are so slow when it comes to reloading. I think what I'm going to do in the next time I do semi-permadeath like this is have a rule where I can save on a level up as well. Ooh, I like the scope on this one. Ooh, that's lovely, isn't it? It's better than the scope we've got. But this range is just next level. So we're dropping that. I would love to keep this on us. We just don't have anything else we can really drop. We do have a lot of other things on us, but surgery kit, shine. I mean, just drop. Still, it's not going to do much for us. What's 3? If I take this, it's going to boost our strength for now, but it's no good really. I'll eat them anyway. Nothing else here. Nothing here that's got any... Oh, wait. Drop those 2. Okay, cool. Right, what time we got? Let's carry on. Health is good, but we are fatigued, overtired. Okay. Alright, well, we got through that. How many rounds we got now? 20. I could probably butcher this, eh? Let's see if I can butcher the hanging. No. Oh, did I drop the combat knife? I did, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. So I couldn't butcher that anyway. See if we can cook anything up here. Now, where was Longfellow? I'm going to have to rewatch that episode. Wait, pressing the wrong button there. I'm going to have to rewatch that episode to see where he said to meet him. Where to go to. I thought it would have marked it on the map. Maybe it has. That's what I was looking for before when I was scanning around the map. Here we go. Oh, he's on a nice little island as well. Honestly, I reckon this is right up Jack's street so far. There's a lot going on here. Commonwealth's crazy and it's not going anywhere too. See what we might do then. We're going to head over here. Then we might scout back around. And check out Longfellow's cabin. Just see what's going on over there. Meat, okay. So there's obviously a lot of very, very crazy people here, but it's no different to the Commonwealth, really. Yeah, we'll keep heading on in. Although, okay, we've got a little bit of zombie movement down here. That's fine. Yeah, we've got a bleed on. I want to watch this bleed. How long will we bleed for? Okay, just partially. Alright, not so bad. Stick to the road for a little bit. So where does this take us? Yeah, we'll stick to the road as we walk around. Never been here before. Wish that bloody compass was working. I had that working at one stage, didn't I? Sure I did. Okay, so let's try doing a little bit of messing around there with the mods. Not the mods, the mod settings. I'm really not sure what's stopping the icons from displaying, but it's a bit of an annoyance. I really do like to explore. And, you know, having the compass sort of tell you that there's something nearby just means that you don't miss much. Sounds like there's someone around here working on a workbench of some sort. Holy smokes, what's going on here? Yeah, I then want to check up here first. It's very, very, very bright right now. With all this fog around. Oh God. Sounds like there's an awful lot of zombies in there. Or up here. Let me just see how we're doing here for grenades. Definitely not as many zombies, is there, here? In Far Harbor. What the hell?
Call me Charmer.
Some sort of mega resort. So I don't know whether or not there's any kind of main, areas to this place where we are in like an internal area, or if it's just all this kind of dilapidated, broken down building. Doesn't look like there's any way. Oh, here we go. Harbour Grand Hotel. Okay, well, I guess we can take a look inside. I guess this is going to be considered a zone, so we might get a save when we go in here. We'll take a second to feel it out when we go in. Don't want to save if it's not dangerous, you know, like super dangerous. I knew I was going to miss that one. Getting a little bit too relaxed here.
Call me Charmer.
Okay, we don't have any stim packs either. Alright guys, we're heading here. We'll have a little look. Okay, I'll save first. Just in case we get followed through. It looks like we might. Let's have a little look what's going on here. It looks totally dilapidated and abandoned, so I'm not imagining that there's going to be any kind of NPCs in here. Oh, I wonder if this was a super mutant base taken over by zombies. I don't mind just doing a little bit of exploration for the time being. But, you know, I think if Jack decides to settle here, it'll give us a lot more chance to, you know, fully, really explore the place. And do some quests and things like that. Keep hold of that pistol. Just in case. Just in case it becomes useful to us. Oh, looks like we're going to crash here, guys. Right. Let's try this again. If we get another crash, we'll just leave this area. Service, please. Back to the island. Guys, I'm not doing it. It's not happening. I am not dying. I refuse to die. After all this progress. Thank God for bloody saving at that front door, eh? Speaking of which, sanity save. Now obviously there's not much really in here for us. Although, you know, sometimes these places have like a stash of weapons, don't they, somewhere? In a basement. Nuclear materials, good. Alright. This place even on the map? Okay. Apparently we've cleared the area. Maybe it's not the biggest place, although... Where did you come from? I feel like maybe there's something to this place that I'm missing. Possibly. It's possible, isn't it? Okay, guys, honestly, I think from here... Do I want to keep going with the... Or go on to see the crazy people? We're a bit far away. Aren't we? We could always come back to that. What's this area here? Looks different to everywhere else, doesn't it? Although I'm guessing this is mountainous, given the terrain, the topography. This looks like just flat land, flat lowlands. Okay, maybe we head up here. I feel like this is a bit of a safe haven. The island's obviously got... Well, I guess that's a cleared zone too, so we actually get a save here. So the island's obviously got its issues. Similar to the Commonwealth, I guess. Maybe even a little bit more dangerous with those bloody lurkers, and we still don't know. What are they called? Not lurkers. Gulpers. And then there's the other one that we heard that we haven't seen yet. Oh, the compass is working. Check it out. What's happened? Alright, sweet. I don't know what... I literally did nothing. I didn't change any mods or nothing. I just reloaded the game. Okay, well, I'll take it. Oh, you bastard. Missed him. Okay, well that's cool. So now we've got our compass back. We've got our means of exploring the island. That's what I was going to do. I was going to see if I had anything. Heals injured body parts. Morphine? No. Surgery kit. Stops heavy bleeds. Heals crippled body parts. It doesn't say anything about actual healing, does it? Is the only thing that actually heals you a stim pack? Or a blood kit? Wait, can we make blood kits? Whatever they're called. Blood pack. We probably can, can't we? We got the medic perk. Yeah, we can. Radex surgery kits. Surgery kits would be a good one. Alright, so... Yeah, we haven't been crafting those, have we? Okay, we're in trouble here. We've got to save though. Like at the end of that building, we just... What's going on here? Got no collision. Never mind. Okay, the collision's just a bit low. Oh no. God, what's going on with the world today? Popping in, popping out. Oh no, we got a cripple. Wait, we got surgery kit. That heals crippled limbs, doesn't it? Crippled body parts. Get it on you. Looks like we're going for a dive off the cliff, mate. Gonna kill me. Please don't die. That's what you would do, isn't it? That's what they do in all the movies. Okay, we're safe. As long as we don't... Oh, we're still being shot at. Shit. We had no choice, guys. We had to dive. Dive deep. Okay, anyway, where are we going? We're going that way. Looks like we might be going for a little bit of a swim. Can't see anyone. Okay, I hope there's no bloody creatures in this water. Right, we're gonna get across here to this. Is it a boat? No? What is it? Is it some sort of ship? See that? These rocks have got shadows on them. That's weird. Oh, the rocks are casting shadows. Maybe those trees over there in the water? Okay. Okay, let's, we're not actually healing, are we? But I can now get my gun out, so that's good. Fog crawlers were they called? The ones that, what's that noise? Barnacle. The ones that hang out in the fog. Yeah, there's definitely going to be people over here. Look at this place. Why am I moving? Is there a current here? It's going to stay low. Oh my god. This place is worse than the Commonwealth. Tell you what, it's all riding right now on what this place is like with Mr. Longfellow. Mr. Longshanks. Because if it's not a decent place, mate, we're heading back to the Commonwealth. I don't care at this point. This place is too extreme. What's going on with my gun? This place is too hardcore for me. Well, right now, anyway. I'm not going anywhere near those bloody things. Oh my Jesus. Which way am I supposed to be going? Oh my god. I don't care, this is way worse than the Commonwealth. It's got fire bullets. Where are they? Headshot. Headshot did the trick, didn't it? Yeah, maybe those things aren't as tough as I thought they were. Okay, we're on the way, guys. We're on the way. And at this point, Jack is just his only ray of hope in his head. Hey, wait, we're healed. Something was healing us. What's healing us then? How do we check that? Isn't there a way to check? Is it the surgery kit that I took, was it? It just took a little while to kick in. Could have been. Have to review that. Really happy I've got the compass back. Makes all the difference in the world. You see how many places there are to explore. Okay, it's cool stumbling across places. But you've got to miss 6 out of 10 places. 7 out of 10 places even. Because you just can't see them. You can't see that there's, you know, dozens of places behind these rocks. Anyway, it's just a personal preference sort of thing. I'm not going near a trapper house. Those guys shot the shit out of me last time. Oof, made me jump. Oh, we've got a red rocket here, do we? Oh yeah, I think I remember clearing that. So he's actually right near the entrance. So it should be a relatively safe area then. Does the fog come out at night? Is that the deal? Is that what it was? I can't remember. Was it night time that the fog comes around and shit starts getting crazy? Fog dwellers or whatever they called them. Dwelling in the deep fog. It's definitely an interesting place and I'm very curious about it. Red Rocket Filling Station. You know, I'm going to butcher one of these wolves. Why can't I butcher him? Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I've set the keybind again. Yeah, here we go. Should I get some meat off him? Kind of makes me jump when that happens. When I forget. Harvest or skin. Okay, I just wanted the meat. I've also just realised that I can press this to quickly check that I've got 10 rounds in my magazine, which is epic. It's actually... Okay, it's actually really cool. Saves me doing this, although that's obviously quicker. This is a bit more immersive, isn't it? Kind of cool, actually. Oh, okay, get that reloaded. Doesn't tell me how much ammo I've got in my backpack. Yeah, it does. It's a small number beneath it. You probably can't see that. Got 12 out of 12 and 12 left. Yep, sweet. Alright, so we just got a kind of general red rocket here. This world's pretty crazy, isn't it? Wouldn't surprise me if there were more. A couple more of these wolves hanging around. Okay. This is the main town where we landed. Sweet. Okay, so we've got to be safe around here. Safe enough. I hope. Let's go have a chat with our friend Mr. Longfellow. These things clear the fog, don't they? So yeah, that's like a barrier. What's going on here?
I have my hands full helping my people.
Well, where are the local police?
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world.
A
Buy my
stranger
guns
came to
now.
town that might help you. That's the best I can offer.
Okay.
Need it? The bait shop's got it.
There's somebody else here with a quest that might want some assistance. So yeah, there's a lot for us to get to eventually. But for now we're going to stick with Jack's original purpose, or original... Yeah, his original objective, which is to find out whether or not he wants to move from the Commonwealth. Take it we've got to get all the way across there. So we can kind of land hop, it looks like. Land hop this way. Just in time for nightfall too. Yeah, so Makumi, was it? Nakumi? You know, we can get back to her. At the end of the day, we know she's here, she's safe. That was our objective with her. We can go back and talk to her family. And let her know that, yes, she's here, she's alive. She's working on some stuff. She's got her own shit going on. She's probably not coming back. At least not yet. Maybe when we progress through the quest a bit, maybe it changes her feelings or her position around something. Okay, Longfellow's cabin. Let's have a little look what he's offering here. That's got a toilet, so that's a bonus. Can I butcher you now? No, still can't butcher him. Hey, okay, so it is an actual settlement. Pretty cool. Take that straight away. And those.
Hauling all that gear around is just gonna slow you down.
Well, honestly, I've got this magical backpack. Mr. Longfellow. So, let's have a look at the radius here. Oh, okay. Let's get that scrapped straight away. I think I remember doing this one in the Ground Zero series we did. Wow, this place is humongous. Holy smokes. Getting some decent supplies here, guys. Well, I'll tell you what, for one thing, I absolutely love the size of this place. It is huge. And it's kind of, you know, like we said, in one of the early episodes, Jack was out wandering through the wilderness. We were talking about him wanting to be out in nature, to be outdoors, to build his own settlement. And that was using the Conquest mod. You know, that was... We said we were going to use the Conquest mod to build our own settlement, which we can do. We can still do that on Far Harbor. But in terms of the offer from Longfellow, don't know his first name, I've forgotten it. Just going to call him Longfellow. It's a great looking place. Lots of resources out here for us to build our own little shack or whatever it is. Jack wants to get himself set up with. So much resource. So much in the way of resource out here. All these trees. Let's have a look at that. Oops, I didn't mean to just... Damn, I wanted to see what that was going to give us. I just automatically scrapped it. Get that scrapped. For sure, that's a broken down tractor. It's unnecessary. Okay, let's... Oh, sorry, might want to close the door there, mate. Oh, what have we got here? Take that. That. I won't take the flamer fuel because... Oh, although maybe I can... Can you scrap that sort of thing? You just drop it on the floor. Can you scrap ammo like that? No. You can pick it up, but you can't scrap it. Okay, well I might as well pick it up, I suppose. Just in case. You never know what's going to happen, do you? What's going on here? Oh, that's a rope. Okay, well this is a... Well, it's a little shack, obviously, isn't it? Maybe he's offering to let us sleep on the couch. Which we can do. Or we'll just whip out our sleeping bag. Weapons workbench. Alright, let's just have a little quick chat with Mr. Longfellow.
We heading out?
So, how are you doing here? How's it all going? I was wondering, you know, I might stick around for a little bit. What do you think?
Well, I've got my gun, my drink, and my wits. That's all I've ever needed. Time to get moving then?
So, alright, I guess, you know, if we're just gonna... If you haven't got a problem with it, I'll stick around.
Right.
Cool. Alright, so there's our confirmation from Mr. Longfellow. He was genuine. His offer was genuine. So I suppose, although I can't put a little, what do you call it, down here. Did I try and do that just then? I don't think it wanted to let me build here. Let's try it. Yeah, no, it doesn't want to let me build here, which is fine. Doesn't let me do it everywhere. Most places, but we'll just build ourselves some sort of little bed then. In here. I'll build a sleeping bag in here. Yeah. I'll do this. We'll just act as if we've put our own sleeping bag down. And I guess staying in here is safe. Maybe we put a door on. Just in case. To give us a little bit of extra protection. doors in here. Isn't it weird that they don't have their own, like wooden doors aren't in the wood section and metal doors aren't in the metal section? Anyway. Let's go with that, I think. Get it on. And tell you what, we'll leave this open just in case. It gives us a little bit of, you know, free range, essentially. Okay. Now then, I'm nodding my head because I'm weighing up this this question of, is Jack going to move to Far Harbor? He's got options. He's obviously already got a bit of a settlement happening in the Commonwealth. Does he want to move to Far Harbor to get away from the Commonwealth, even though it's just as insane, really, in Far Harbor? And tell you what, I think he might need a little bit of time to think about it. He might need to sleep on it, sleep on the problem. And we'll see. So basically what this means for the series is, if he decides to move to Far Harbor, it'll most likely be temporary if he does. You know, we'll stay here for a while. Explore the island, do plenty of quests, give him a little bit of a story. His objective was to move away from the Commonwealth, and that was kind of going to be like the end of the series when we finally got him off away from the Commonwealth. But you know, there's stuff to be done here in Far Harbor, and the end of Jack's series, his story, can come at a later date anyway. If he moves to Far Harbor, then we'll stay here and we'll do plenty of quests on the island. If for some reason he decides not to stick with the Commonwealth, then we'll do the same thing there. And we can always come back to Far Harbor later anyway, if we do that. So he's going to sleep on it. And what this means, I think, for the series is that just like we did with Monsters and Zombies with Mary, was it Mary or Amy? I think it was Mary. You know, we got her into the metro. He's still down there, biding her time, relaxing, hanging out with all of the other members in the metro. So that means we just put the series down for a little bit, and you know, we play some other stuff. We play either some more Fallout in some other way, one of the other series, or we play other games. So what I'm getting at is, I think this might be the last episode for Mr. Jack here for a little while. He will absolutely be back. I may change my mind. I may want to carry on playing tomorrow. I absolutely love this setup we've got going, and yeah, it's just really cool. It's really immersive. It's really tough. Have I got a save here? All right, I've got a save. We're at a base. I'm gonna call this our home base on Far Harbor. Okay, for now, just so I can save, because otherwise we lose all of this. Is it zombies? Is it just zombies? Yeah, it is. Yeah, some sort of raid.
And here I was thinking this might be a challenge.
Some sort of zombie attack. Alright, so we're okay. What exactly are you doing in there, my friend? I'm just gonna give you a little bit more privacy. So, if you don't see any more Fallout 4 Outbreak videos on the channel for the coming days, it's just because, you know, we're having a little bit of a break from it. It's nice to play other things and to mix the content up on the channel. You never know, I could be back playing this again tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I will leave it at that for now. Thank you again for joining me for another episode. Is this episode 14 now? So the series is maturing. We're slowly maturing. Jack's story is coming together. The next kind of big milestone for him is going to be to settle down for a while. He was at the 10 Pines Bluff there for a little bit. I wasn't sure. That was his first kind of place that he wanted to settle down at. He was only supposed to be there kind of temporarily, and then everyone died, so he took it over. I feel like maybe we could settle here for a little bit in Far Harbor, or we go back to the Commonwealth and you know, maybe we continue on from the Ten Pines Bluff place and continue spreading our wings throughout the Commonwealth. I don't know. I guess you'll have to check back in to find out what happens with Mr. Jack McCann. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode. Goodbye for now.